Certainly we've heard this past week a whole lot of praise raining down on longtime Executive Council Ray Burton, who's announced that his kidney cancer has returned and he's not going to run for re-election in 2014. And in kind of typical New Hampshire fashion, we really saw, in a bipartisan way, Democratic Governor Maggie Hassan and all the other members of the Executive Council sort of swing into action to try and figure out a proper way to honor Councilor Burton. And they did just that on Friday, naming a scenic overlook in the Mount Washington Valley in his name, and as well presenting him with a portrait that had been done of Councilor Burton that will be displayed next to his, over his desk in the Executive Council chambers. Ray Burton certainly won't be easy to replace. I'm not sure he is replaceable. As somebody who's covered politics here for about a quarter century, and he certainly predates me here. He first got elected in 1978. He's been an ubiquitous person in state politics, someone who's a tireless worker, who represents his constituents very well, and has always advocated extremely well for the North Country. And anybody who's been governor in New Hampshire before of either party will tell you that even though there were 5 members of the Executive Council, and always have been, Ray Burton was the one member you wanted kind of in your foxhole. He was the one person you pursued often first to try and get support for something in either political party, and certainly represented the North Country in a real nonpartisan way. That's one of the reasons why he was someone, he'd always been someone who you could not defeat. He campaigned full-time. He had a year-round war chest. He had a tremendous financial network. These are all things that mark his career. And I think one of the first on the Executive Council to treat the position like a full-time job. He really devoted himself totally to it. He had served as Grafton County Commissioner, was a part-time instructor, but this was really a labor of love for him. And somebody who I think politically, had he wanted to, could have gone on to higher office, could have become a congressman, even could have run for governor someday, but did not seem interested in that, liked what he was doing, was immersed in what he was doing, and certainly someone New Hampshire will not see the likes of anytime soon again. We're glad he's still with us, and I think everybody across the political spectrum gave a shout out to Ray Burton's service to New Hampshire this past week.